Well, hi everybody. Welcome again to Living Room Series. This is our 7th one already, and we can't quite believe it. Jerry and I have just been talking about how grateful we are to be able to do this music work together, and we're really hoping that it continues to be a blessing to you and help you during these times to find some peace and some joy. So these times are kind of trying. There seems to be a lot of problems in the world as this continues, and as there's some division about how people feel about things. And as we know in Unity, we can't really solve the problem at the level of the problem. And fortunately for us, at Unity Spiritual Center in Westlake, we talk a lot about those 5 basic Unity principles, and that is the foundation of everything. So we do have those as our guideposts to help us through these kinds of times. It doesn't mean that there's not stuff going on, but it just gives us tools to walk through it. And the first one being the first of the 5 basic principles, there's one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God the good. And God is everywhere present and in and through everything, so that I have everything that I need to walk through the moments that I'm faced with grace and with faith and with courage and with love and strength and peace. So when I can tune back into that awareness of that foundational presence, it makes such a difference. I want to be like water. So there's a great song by Daniel Nahmad from his CD that's called Water, and he talks about that. He was in Moab in Utah and so inspired by nature, and he wrote about this song Water. I want to be like water flowing down from the mountain. So water does not flow up the hill but down. And there's lots of water metaphors that I think are relevant here. There's going around, going with the flow, going downstream and not trying to paddle upstream. So I want to be like water. And he wrote a little blurb at the beginning of this. The wise person sets an example by emptying the mind and opening the heart, relaxing your own ambitions and relinquishing desires, to allow order to arise of itself. So to allow the order that's God to arise of itself. And that is something that I think is really important to consider right now. We all do tend to try to take a hold of everything and make it happen, and we have to be willing to let it go and let that order arise of itself, the order of God. So we're going to sing Water by Daniel Nahmad. I've seen my share of struggles when I thought that I knew best. When I sailed through a storm instead of stopping to rest. And it always seems the hardest when I pick up my stubborn mind. When I'm changing my ways this time, I wanna be like water. know things work so much better when I do that. And so from that place of knowing, and again, it's God's always present, but I'm the one who sometimes forgets. And so the second principle, when I know that, when I allow that order, that is God, to be present in my experience and move in and through and as me, then I can allow that order to arise of itself. The order that is God is also in me. So that's the second unity principle, I am. So God is and I am. In 2009, I wrote a song actually for Advent, and the 4 ideas of Advent are faith and peace and love and joy, and they're just as appropriate now as during the season of Advent. And again, it's just allowing those powers that are God to express through me. And so each of those verses talks about one of the powers, and I'm just going to walk you through the lyrics as we go along. Hopefully you've been printing out the lyrics from our Unity website so you can sing along. They're always posted for you at unityspiritualcenter.com in case you did not know that. So the first verse talks about faith, and it's my reminder that I have all the God I'm ever going to need, and so I have all the qualities of God if I'm willing to allow them to express through me. I have all the faith that I'm ever going to need, and when I do seek it, I'm going to find it, and it might even just only be a little tiny seed, but in each moment, that is enough. That's all I need. And so by placing faith before me, then I can bring the good into my life that I'm trying to be and express. And so as I open up my heart, my life is filled with faith. So each verse I'm going to walk you through, and then we'll sing it. So let's try singing that first one about faith. Trusting is left to chance. Joy can be found in everything, but it's up to me. As I open up my heart, my life is filled with joy. Try that one with me. Joy is from the inside, separate from all circumstance. Trusting is the only way, nothing left to chance. Joy is found in everything, it is up to me. As I open up my heart, I light this flame for joy. As I open up my heart, my life is filled with joy. That feels really good. And another thing that feels really good is letting go of some of the control as I do these programs. This is something very new to me, to be able to talk and to play music at the same time while I'm talking and doing something else. I've always admired that in other people that can just let that flow. Like, I want to be like water, so I'm getting there. I'm stretching and I'm allowing that to be part of what I'm doing. So another thing that Jerry and I have been finding as we go through this experience, this world experience that we're all sharing, and we're at home and we're not being around very many people, we're definitely noticing that we're savoring and we're being much more present to what is happening on a day-to-day basis. So we're able to start the day being grateful to be alive and just open to what that day may be, and we're savoring everything from just savoring the food that we're eating very differently. We're savoring our relationship and savoring many, many moments throughout the day. And at the end of the day, we are feeling just grateful, like it was a good day. So it's not that we haven't felt wonderful and blessed about our lives up until now, but I think just that feeling of presence has changed for us. And so the third unity principle has to do with our thoughts. And I think from that place, focusing on gratitude is a really great way to get your thoughts open so that you can feel that presence of God and then know that that's who you truly are. And from that place, then everything else can flow. So we're going to sing I'm So Grateful by Karen Drucker. You know this one. If you're not standing, I think you really need to stand up. I'm going to stand up as well because this one requires standing up. There's motions. Jerry's going to play this one so that we can just have our space open here. So this one is gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, and gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, and gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. So as we sing this, I'm just going to invite you to get clear about what it is that you're grateful for, because there will be some chances where you can call it out to whoever you're with or just by yourself. Call out what you're grateful for. It's very, very powerful. All right, you ready, Jerry?
Let's roll.
All right. Savoring this moment is all there is right now, this very moment. So God is, I am. I have everything that I need to experience this moment in love. I'm just so grateful. Here we go. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. What are you grateful for? Whether you're alone or with somebody else, call it out as soon as you're aware of it. In this moment, what are you grateful for? I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. One last time, let's do the motions. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, so very grateful. Oh, that feeling just washes over me in this moment. I have everything I need. I'm so grateful. 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 Ooh, that feels so good, and it's so easy. It doesn't mean that there's not this world pandemic going on and we're all not going through this situation together. It just means that even in the midst of all that, if I'm focused on the truth that God is and the truth that I am, and I have everything I need to walk through every moment. So even in the midst of all that's going on, I can still find joy and find peace and be grateful. And so that fourth unity principle has to do with prayer and meditation, which is something we do every week at Unity Spiritual Center for our 11 a.m. services. You can watch those by live stream. If you go to our website, unityspiritualcenter.com, it'll give you all the information about that and all the other programs and things that we do. But prayer and meditation is a huge part of what we do. If you've never tried the 8 a.m. prayer call, it is just fantastic. It is one of the best ways to start the day, and it really sets you up for knowing that order and that flow, so you can be like water as you go throughout your day. So the website will also give you information on how to dial in and experience that prayer call Monday through Friday. Joanne is just amazing, and I'm so grateful for Joanne as our spiritual leader at Unity Spiritual Center. And so in terms of prayer and meditation, as I thought about this piece, as we just take a little pause here, I was thinking about, even with all these other tools, even with the 5 basic unity principles, there's just times where I drag around behind me like I'm holding a heavy suitcase, thoughts of worry, thoughts of fear, too much news, too many things happening, too much divisiveness in the world, and it just can be a burden, and it really can keep me from knowing who I am and being able then to be my best self. So as I thought of stepping back just for a moment, as I like to do each week, and have a pause to become still, I thought of a way that I used to use and still do sometimes for meditation, and it's picturing the suitcases that I drag around full of things that don't serve me, fear and worry and panic and anger and anything that I know is not the truth of who I am. And so as I stand at the doorway of my consciousness, ready to center into the quiet, I can just set those suitcases down, knowing that if I want to, when I step back into the daily rest of my day, I can pick them up if I want to, but I never want to after I've had my moments of stillness. So this next song we're going to do is called Create in Me by Mary Rice Hopkins, and it is creating a space of pure knowing of who we really are that allows us then to serve. And so create in me a clean heart, O God, that I might serve you. Create in me a clean heart that I might be renewed. So fill me and heal me and bring me back to you. Create in me a clean heart, O God, that I might serve you. So as long as I don't pick those suitcases back up again afterwards, then I am clear and clean and an open channel for God to express through. So create in me, as we take a deep breath and center into just a moment of quiet. And my heart is clear and pure and clean as I remember that I am of God. I am whole. I am here to serve. I can make a difference by just allowing that knowing of who I really am to inspire my thoughts, my words, my actions. And I let my actions be inspired by the order that flows from the one presence and one power that is God. And that is how I can make a difference in solving the problems that we're facing right now. And I'm so grateful for this knowing, so grateful for these teachings, so grateful to be able to do this work and share this community that is Unity Spiritual Center in Westlake. I'm so grateful. Amen. And I walked right past the suitcases full of other thoughts, and I'm choosing to take a stand and declare what it is I stand for from this knowing. Action is good, and that's the fifth unity principle. You have to take action. It's not enough to just know these truths. You have to take action on them. But the important thing that I know is that you have to take inspired action. You have to take action from that place of alignment. So we've done all the steps, and we come out of that moment walking past that suitcase of other thoughts and choosing the truth. And from that place, then, the actions and words and thoughts that we take are inspired by God, by alignment. And so from that place, what is mine to do? What am I willing to take a stand for and be? So Karen Drucker wrote a really great song with Reverend Carl Huntley called Stand. And she has a ton of great songs. KarenDrucker.com. If you're not familiar, you can listen to this and any of the other songs we've done, all the other Living Room series. If you've missed any of them, you can go back to the Unity Spiritual Center YouTube or Facebook and watch them again. And I think the lyrics are out there in case you want to sing along. So check those out. We've used a lot of Karen Drucker, and she has a ton of great music. This song is Let There Be Peace, I am a stand for peace. Let there be love, I must stand for love. Let there be joy, I must stand for joy. We are making a new world now, and that is what's going to be needed as we continue to move through this world situation that we're going through, to make a new world and to be that peace, to be that change. It does begin with knowing who we really are. So take a stand. Let there be peace. This is a great one also to stand. I'm not going to stand, or I won't be able to play it well, but I'm inviting you to stand up and declare what you stand for. I'll sing it through once, and then you can join me if you don't know this one. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. Choose all the time and every moment. So if you're experiencing a moment where you're not feeling peace, we've walked through some of the steps you can take, and just in every moment we have that chance, moment by moment, to center back into the flow of the order of presence of God. A beat could be like water. And so our last song for this evening is Let the Change Begin. So we have declared what we're about. We've centered in and aligned ourselves with the truth of our being. So now we can take even further action and say, yes, let the change begin. And Janice Stanfield wrote a great song that we've done before, Let the Change Begin. We cannot change the world we see till change begins in you and me. We change the world around us when the change begins within. And she talks about the willow tree in this one, and I love this lyric. The lesson from the willow tree is strength and being flexible. So we have to be flexible. We can't be always trying to control everything and taking such a stand that it means taking a stand against someone else. It's just taking a stand for love and for truth and for other people who may have different feelings about things that we do. So I have to be flexible. When nothing seems to go my way, it's time to learn to sway. I love that lyric. So let the change begin. I said 0 for this one, right, Jerry?
Yes.
All right. He is so good and so patient. You got your cello ready?
Yes.
All right. 1, 2, 3. We cannot change the world we see till change begins in you and me. We change the world around us when the change begins within. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin within. Get ready to say yes. Are you ready? Here we go. Cannot change the world we see. Change begins in you and me. Change the world around us when the change begins within. So let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin within. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin within. Here's the willow part. The lessons from the willow tree, the strength and flexibility. When nothing seems to go my way, it's time to learn to sway. So let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin within. Here we go again. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin within. Do you need it? Let's sing it like we do again. Here we go. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin within. One last time. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin within. Woo, we did it. We are just so glad you've joined us tonight, and we hope this has been fun for you. I know it's been fun for us, and we look forward to these every week. So find out what's yours to do and be that change that you want to see in the world. And in the meantime, know that we are sending you lots of love and good energy, and we hope that you're all safe and well. And we will see you next time.